Okay, so we have a ball of diameter 4 centimeter kept on top of a hollow cylinder standing vertically. The height of the cylinder is 3 centimeter while its volume is 9 pi. Okay, so I get the base radius as well. So we know that volume of a cylinder is pi r square into h. Now the h is 3 and that is 9 pi. It's terribly bad. R is root 3. Okay, anyhow, no problem. So the base radius of the cylinder is root 3, right? And the ball has a diameter of 4. So this is for the cylinder, by the way. And for the ball that we have, ball, I think that should be a spherical ball. Nothing is mentioned. So I have to consider this as a spherical ball. So this is a spherical ball having a diameter of 4 centimeters. So the radius, let me indicate with a capital R or something, has a radius of 2. Okay, so the ball has a radius of 2 and the cylinder has a base radius of root 3. Height is already mentioned. I can see that anytime. Okay, then the vertical distance in centimeter of the topmost point of the ball from the base of the cylinder. Okay, so the volume doesn't matter that much. So what I'll do is I'll just consider, the cross section of the cylinder. So I'll just consider the rectangle here, something like this. So that will be the cross section, the vertical cross section of the cylinder, and also a cross section of the ball. Now the ball will not, be like a semicircle on it. Please understand that. You can compare the radii of the ball and the cylinder. The ball has a higher radius than the cylinder, isn't it? So ball has a radius of 2 and the cylinder has a radius of root 3. So the ball will be more outside than inside. So that is something you have to understand. I consider this is a circle. But anyhow, what I mean is, if you just understand this idea, so there will be a circle like this. I just want to draw this properly for you to understand. So let me just take this off. Give me a moment. I'll just draw a small rectangle. It doesn't matter how big I draw. So I'll just draw a small rectangle. And the circle will be something like this. Okay. The ball's cross section. So consider this as a circle. Now the center of this ball will be somewhere outside because, as I said, more outside than inside because the radius is bigger. So this part is corresponding to 2, right? And if you think in this way, this will also be the center of the base radius of the cylinder, right? So this much is root 3, right? So if you figure out this, we can figure out this entire thing. That is what we're looking for, right? The topmost point from the base of the cylinder. Now, this part is already known to us, that is 3. And also, we know this much is 2. So, if I can figure out this part, then the answer is done. And if I look at this small triangle inside, there is 2 here and root 3 here. You can apply Pythagoras, is 90-degree anyhow. And if you are aware of 1 root 3 to triplet, so this is fine. So this much is 1, that is 2, and this is 3. So effectively what you get is this is 3 and this is 3. It doesn't look like it. It's not drawn to scale anyhow, but you have a total length of 6 centimeter from the base. So the topmost point is 6 centimeter from the base. I remember this question. I mean, in this question, there were a lot of people who fell in this trap that they assume that there will be the ball will be, like forming a semicircle inside and semicircle outside. That is not necessarily true. Please understand the significance of this volume. The volume is given for some purpose, right? So please identify whatever you can using the given information because before jumping into a conclusion. So whatever information is given, if that is redundant or not, you will automatically understand. Don't assume something to be redundant. That idea has to be generated from the given information. So that is it for this question. Excuse me. That is it for this question. This question can be ideally solved in very less time. It depends on how good you are. But I'll still say a bit of experience helps. So from a CAD aspirant point of view, this would take somewhere around 2.5 to 3 minutes, depending on how quickly you can draw the diagram and everything. You can actually solve it in less than 2 minutes as well, but it might take a bit of time because there are too many relations to understand in this particular question. So this is an easy question, but then I'll just say it is a little calculator with a small trap. Just don't fall for that trap. Don't assume that the ball is halfway inside. So that is it for this question. I hope this was understood. Thank you.